Ugh. Feels good, man. Feels good. So, we're gonna watch this real quick.
They said it could never be done.
Credit to I am the one. I am the one. Credit to I am the one.
Who abandoned Battlefield would never be successful.
Make sure you go to his channel.
Here we are in 2025, and two
Did the
games have
impossible.
completely taken over gaming. Two
Let
games
me check
that did
that
what we
out.
all thought was impossible. They made players happy in the dark
One
ages
second,
of
real
modern
quick,
gaming.
actually. Okay. Yeah.
That's not even the craziest part. This is the story of Arc Raiders and Battlefield 6. Two completely different games you'd never think were connected. Except, they are. So shut the fuck up. Because behind the scenes, there is beef. There's a fallout. And no, I'm not talking about Call of Duty's next collab. There are years of resentment between a massive AAA publisher and the underdog studio built by the devs who walked away and said, fuck you, we're gonna make our own game and do it way better than you. And somehow, some way, both enemies turned out to be winners, and both became heroes of the gaming industry at the exact same time. This is how Arc Raiders and Battlefield 6 did the impossible. Literally right down the street from each other, too. That's actually hilarious. Let's face it, dude. Modern AAA gaming is cooked. We are absolutely living in the dark ages, and not the fun kind from Doom. It's more like the getting robbed by overpriced games and bundles kind. Let's take Call of Duty, for example. Do you remember the classic Black Ops 1? It was easy to see why everyone loved it. Military theme, a variety of good maps, a bunch of fun streaks, and skins that actually belonged in a COD game. Yeah, but Call of Duty was boring back then. We want a game like Fortnite that has American Dad, movement guides, seasons and battle passes, and a store full of overpriced bundles. Yeah? And I want you to shut the... Here's the bottom line. When you stop listening to your...
Like, at the end of the day, those games are just... They're just not fun. Like, at the end of the day, it's just not fun. It just feels cheap. Like, even, like, with Battlefield 6, as much as I love it, right? Like, it does feel fucking cheap sometimes. It does. It feels like... I'm, like, clearly behind a wall, or I clearly get down, and I still get... Like, the hit detection, right? It's ass sometimes. And that's frustrating. That's when the game starts not being fun. There's other times where I lose a fight, but that's because I whiffed about 3 or 4 shots and I notice it. My aim isn't the best, and that I respect. New Sobek City is annoying because everybody's on fucking just sniping. You know, Medevac Mile, just snipers, right? And it's just fucking annoying because, I mean, yeah, it's just annoying. Not so much when the enemy team does it and they suck at it, because you're playing the objective anyway, so you're gonna win. But it's just when it's on your team, you have like a 24-player squad, and you have 8 snipers in the background playing the objective, just fucking drains the life out of you. But anyways, yeah. The game just has to be fun, not necessarily the pack and the battle pass. Because Probably what? How many hours do I have? How many hours do I have on EA? Because you can play a game and not give a fuck about the Battle Pass. I don't care about skins. Not for this type of games anyway. Let's see. 135 hours, which isn't a lot like some pros or people who do this all the time. But I play a lot. I would say enough. And the game just has to be fun. Like for me, I can just play Battlefield 6 without skin. Like Rainbow Six Siege, I can play that and not care about skins. Like the only game I really cared about skins was fucking Marvel Rivals, but they have fire ass fucking skins, and that shit's and they're superheroes. Like yeah, soldiers, yeah, difference. Anyways, whatever. Let's continue the video.
Fans, it's gonna come back to bite them in the ass eventually. Even Call of Duty. Why do you think Black Ops 7 failed miserably? Even though Activision tried selling to players the removal of skill-based matchmaking and goofy skins, which to no surprise turned out to be a lie, COD players already made up their minds. BO7 sales are way down from last year, and no one cares. But here's the thing, Call of Duty was just following the trend that all AAA live service games have for years, rather than giving developers
Well, Battlefield 6 is following that trend too, so
creative freedom, AAA publishers like Activision just want to play it safe. Just copy the Fortnite model, with seasons, battle passes, and bundles, and slap on the Black Ops title. Boom! You have a yearly AI slop COD release and another waste of $70. But that's been the overall mindset of the AAA industry. Give zero power to the players. Take Battlefield 2042 for example. Battle passes, bundles, bugs, broken on launch. It caused 70% of the Steam player base to quit within the first month. It was so bad that Battlefield 5 overtook it. So it was safe to say one thing. EA was under massive pressure. They needed Battlefield 6 to be a success, because after 2042's disaster, they could not afford to fail again. But here's where it gets interesting. EA wasn't the only one with everything on the line. The former DICE developers who abandoned EA were quietly building their own masterpiece in the shadows. The same developers who once built Battlefield versus the giant publisher that replaced them and hated their guts. This wasn't just competition. This was a revenge tour. 2 games, 2 studios, and 1 rivalry. And somehow, both would go on to become the heroes of 2025. So let's talk about Arc Raiders, the biggest underdog story of 2025. A masterpiece full of killer robots, cinematic moments, and visually stunning POIs, where each experience is a journey and has the potential to tell an amazing story.
Oh, I'm a Sander.
Adam Sandler.
I'm on the roof. Oh, I see what's making all the ruckus. Can you spot it?
Oh,
It's kinda
okay.
small.
Someone's taking that shit on.
Don't worry, Juan. I have trained for this. Is that a force field? Is that a force field? That is a force field.
Broke through.
That's a
What
missile.
the f-
That's a missile. That's a
Oh!
missile. That's a missile.
Oh
It's
my
gas!
Oh shit! I was not expecting that.
God damn. All right, and back down the zipline. Yep. Yep.
Did it die?
Oh my god.
Holy.
Are they bombing us now? That was really unfair of that spider. I mean, all we did was what? Fill him with a couple of mags.
But what if I told you the Arc Raiders you see today was not the original plan? What if Embark Studios had their own insane journey, full of setbacks, delays, and even a genre switch over 6 years? Well, in order to understand how the hell this ended up working, let's take this back to where it all started. Back in late 2018, EA was about to receive
2018.
and little did they know, it
Damn.
was destined to change everything. A group of developers from DICE did the unthinkable. They simply walked away. They left not because they wanted more money, not because they were done with shooter games. They left due to EA's refusal to give them creative control over the Battlefield franchise. What made this even worse for EA was the fact that these were lead developers who helped shape the franchise for years. To EA, it wasn't just a resignation. This was a betrayal. I just imagine that conversation going like, how dare you leave us? For what? To make players happy? They don't want to be happy. Look at Fortnite. They just want to buy battle passes and skins. Don't you get it? Sadly, I don't think this is too far-fetched. So just like that, it was the end of the road for the...
Fortnite does do amazing though. It has its community, and like their in-game events are fucking actually pretty interesting, dude. Like they're actually like I don't play it, but my son does, right? And their in-game like events are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Suck Godzilla. It's like it reminded me of the last one I think he showed right now. It reminded me of like Ready Player One. That scene at the end where it's just charging, you just see all your fucking favorite Easter eggs and characters and stuff like that, and that's what it reminded me of. That was pretty cool.
Rebel Dice developers. Rather than staying at EA and choosing the safe path, these devs chose the hard path, not knowing what the hell was about to happen. And little did they know, their controversial breakup was the start of something bigger than they ever could have imagined. This was the beginning of their own journey, a journey full of excitement, optimism, and an ambitious vision to do the impossible, make players happy again. And they now had the creative freedom to do so. But every journey has its ups and downs. Not only was this the beginning of a new journey, this was the beginning of a war that had no end in sight. A war between the people who made Battlefield what it was and the publisher who replaced them. It was time for the ex-DICE developers to embark on the journey. Okay, that was terrible. But hey, fun fact, I did look it up, and that actually is the reason Embark got their name. It's a symbol of their ambition to embark on new innovative projects to pair the innovation mindset of an underdog with AAA ambition. So yeah, pretty cool. So in November of 2018, the morale was sky high at Embark, and within a few months, the studio had grown to over 50 developers in February of 2019, which is still nothing compared to the massive teams at EA, but symbolic. It showed how strongly they believed in this new vision, when they easily could have just played it safe and bent over for EA. But as soon as they increased their dev team size, Embark began working on 2 new games.
You know, I have a thing with like this scene right here. Go back real quick.
One of them being Project Discovery Finals, which we'll get into in a bit here because it did play an important role over for EA. But
I have a problem with games that do this, right? So the dude's attacking the robot, right? And earlier in the clip, we showed his ammo off to the side right here or whatever. Showed his fucking ammo count. If you can run out of ammo, I think your enemy should be able to run out of ammo. Like, I don't think these motherfuckers have unlimited. Like, they shouldn't. Like, everything runs out of ammo. If you run out of ammo, your enemy should run out of ammo. Like in like, say you're playing like Call of Duty or some shit like that, right? Like I want to see a mechanic like every now and then, like you see fucking AI like run out of ammo and they run over and pick up their fucking dead homie's fucking kit. Like that would be cool. Fucking windy again today. Anyways, just I think that would be cool.
Still nothing compared to the massive teams at EA, but symbolic. It showed how strongly they believed in this new vision, when they easily could have just played it safe and bent over for EA. But as soon as they increased their dev team size, Embark began working on 2 new games, one of them being Project Discovery, the Finals, which we'll get into in a bit here because it did play an important role, and the other game, Project Pioneer, Arc Raiders. And within just 3 months of the studio's formation in early 2019, Embark already had beautiful concept art and in-game engine tests. But in the spring of 2020, things started ramping up. The Arc Raiders team graduated from the prototyping stage to the full production stage. At this point in time, Arc Raiders was the priority. It was envisioned as a game more like Helldivers 2, a co-op PvE action shooter game, except this game would be free. The future was looking brighter and brighter. But here's where things get crazy, because right as Embark started building Arc Raiders, the pandemic hits. Studios everywhere panicked, but Embark, they were built different. Instead of slowing down, they started speedrunning game development. They literally created a tool that lets them build insanely realistic environments with one click. Additionally, the Arc enemies
So
are
AI.
powered by a machine learning-based animation system that taught them how to move. The Arc basically learn from when we hide or flank, and they adapt their patrols and attacks to feel genuinely smart and challenging. Meanwhile, other studios are sitting there like, are we going with the Nicki Minaj bundle or the Ninja Turtles? And even with all that chaos, Arc Raiders was officially revealed at the 2021 Game Awards, and the hype was real. A free-to-play, co-op, cinematic robot shooter in a cesspool of battle royales made by the same developers who made Battlefield. It felt like this was it. But there was one tiny problem. Okay, it was fucking massive. According to CEO Patrick Soderlund, the game wasn't fun. Yeah, good catch, Pat. That could have ended pretty badly. So yeah, it turns out the game looked great, but it wasn't any more fun than the clown show that is Black Ops 7. Not yet, anyway. So Embark delayed it. And then they did something that most studios are too scared to do. They pivoted the entire game into a PvPvE extraction shooter. Yeah, kinda ballsy and a massive risk, but it paid off. And here's the hilarious part. EA tried restructuring DICE after Battlefield 2042 flopped, which just sent more top-tier developers straight into Embark. Then something unexpected happened. Embark realized their side project, the finals, the 18th COD killer that wasn't actually the COD killer, wow, I'm so surprised. Well, it was progressing insanely fast, so they swapped priorities, which gave them extra time to refine Arc Raiders. It worked out perfect. So they dropped the finals first, which received overall positive reviews, and let Arc Raiders cook longer. Once the finals gained traction in late 2023, the team shifted full focus back to Arc Raiders. As the game grew closer to its full release, the closed alphas and tech tests in 2024 and 2025 confirmed one thing: the players loved them. The playtests were such a success that its peak player count on Steam nearly doubled Black Ops 7's full release, so that genre switch proved to be paying off big time. Suddenly, this wild 6-year experiment was turning into something special. Then Embark made another bold move. Arc Raiders would no longer be free to play. No microtransactions pressure, no battle pass grind, just a $40 premium game that could focus on being fun without corporate AAA BS. And finally, in June 2025, after years of chaos, rebuilding, and reinvention, Arc Raiders got its official release date, October 30th.
Hold on.
So after 6 years of chaos, controversy, a global pandemic, and still no GTA 6, Arc Raiders finally launched.
Nice.
It blew up. On launch, the game hit 264,000 concurrent Steam players, which blew big names like Call of Duty out of the water. By the end of its opening weekend, Arc Raiders hit 350,000 players. 1 week later, over 460,000. 1 week after that, over 480,000 players. And Embark later confirmed to have surpassed over 700,000 total concurrent players across all platforms. After less than 1 month, the game broke their own peak player count 5 different times. That is insane. But not only did Embark beat the entire AAA industry, and somehow make a South Park cameo, which is pretty insane, they did something nobody thought was possible. They made an extraction shooter mainstream. You gotta understand, before Arc Raiders, extraction shooters had a smaller but growing audience. Although Escape from Tarkov dominated the genre, extraction shooters had zero mainstream appeal. They were seen as too sweaty and time-consuming, which made them way less appealing to a wider audience. Imagine Call of Duty skill-based matchmaking, but yeah, I won't go that far. Also, hey, feel free to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far, thanks. But at the end of the day, Arc Raiders changed everything. One of the first ways Embark expanded the genre was simple: make the game look good. Because if you take a popular game like Fortnite, for example, what's one of its biggest appeals? The colorful and visually appealing graphics and art style. Even another popular game like Marvel Rivals, which, yeah, visually appealing for other reasons. But you get the point. This is one way Embark attracts a wide audience. Arc Raiders has a variety of with beautiful landscapes, and its graphics are enough to make a man excited.
Marvel Rival
It feels
does kill it
familiar
on its
and
skins,
friendly to
though.
players, which is, the complete.
Yeah, Marvel Rival definitely kills it on its skins, for sure, for sure.
opposite of Escape from Tarkov, a game that looks boring to the casual player. I'm not saying the game has to look like someone puked up a rainbow, but making the game look good, it makes a huge difference. However, graphics aren't everything. Difficulty also held the genre back from going mainstream. So how did Arc Raiders solve this problem? Well, they simply made the game fun, for hardcore and casual players in multiple ways. It's easy to pick up for casual players, but deep enough for hardcore players to grind forever. Unlike Tarkov, Arc Raiders enables new players to choose free starting.
Yeah, I hear that a lot about Tarkov. That it's just overcomplicated and a whole bunch of other shit. I've actually never played it, but maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. I've never played this either. I've never played Arc Raiders.
Loadouts, which keeps the gameplay loop fun rather than rage-inducing. And arguably the most unique part of this game is the PvPvE dynamic. What I mean by that is players are often left with three choices when encountering an enemy player: kill the player, help the player, or scavenge what remains. Comment which one's your go-to move, but this is what makes every match unpredictable. It adds tension, it adds comedy, it adds the impending doom that a war crime is waiting to happen. Even switching between POIs changes players' behavior. I swear, going from damn battlegrounds to Buried City, it feels like you run into a lot more friendly players there. Others, again, war crimes. But the community itself, amazing. Honestly, wholesome a lot of the time. If you're new to this game, watch what happened during one of my first matches.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh shit.
Get him.
That thing had hops.
Oh.
That thing could fucking jump. Holy shit. Like real steel when Zeus jumps into the ring. Holy shit.
Oh. Oh my. Oh my.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Just barely.
Proximity chat?
Yeah, no, I was just on the roof right here. I started shooting. Was that you engaging with them down there when I was up here?
No.
Yes, I'm up here and I saw you running little shack there, and I was like, I'll help us do that, man.
What is that dude called?
Oh, that's a big.
The Leaper. Okay, yeah, that was my first one.
I died probably 4 times.
Yeah. No, I because I was watching it from up here, and I'm like, I just started shooting at him, and then as soon as, oh shit. All right, nice and easy. But yeah, I started shooting at him, and he just jumped from the ground all the way up here, and nearly killed me. But yeah.
It's pretty awesome because that first song in this match, he was jumping on top of the apartments, so there's something over there, and that's something over here.
Yeah.
Alright, dude, like, awesome, man. Hey, make sure you click Leaper course over there, like, behind you, and pictures. Alright, man, see ya.
That was pretty wholesome, not gonna lie.
Not only did that dude help me out with the Leaper, he let me take the loot, which I also learned to be valuable loot. It's like night and day coming from Call of Duty, where you get yelled at by your teammates for simply existing. However, playing solo also feels like a horror game at times. Here's the thing. Arc Raiders may not officially be called a horror game, but when you're alone, boy does it feel like it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Lethal Company. It just makes everything funnier and more immersive. You feel the horror elements most due to the tense atmosphere, the terrifying design and sound of the enemy robots, and simply not knowing what the hell's around the corner. Ooh! Oh, what the? Solo Arc Raiders feels more like a survival horror game, and nobody can convince me otherwise. But the moment you add friends, it's a whole new casual approach to the game. You have a way better chance at survival. Quests get completed faster, but playing with friends can also be chaotic. It can make for some epic team-ups or epic showdowns.
No.
Go, motherfucker! Run, motherfucker! Run! Ah!
Friendly! Send it down! Send it down! Send it down! We're good!
Set it up! We out of here!
Oh!
Ah! Send it down!
Damn it!
Send it down, dude! Send it down! We're chill!
Send it.
down! You're a menace! You're a sweetheart! No! Yeah!
What's up, big man? A shield recharge?
I do not.
I think I do. Hang on here. Let me figure out the controllers. Shoot the guy at the back on the stairs. Shoot him at the guy at the stairs. Who's that guy on the stairs? Over there, is he friendly with you? What? Shoot the guy. Shoot the other guy. Okay, I'll get the guy on the left. Oh,
I don't know why I'm
God,
messing
you know
with
what?
it.
I'm
Sorry.
going for it.
Sorry.
I'm going for this big ass tower. I'm going for it. Oh no. Oh god.
Sounds like you're shooting nail guns,
Watch out for the
dude.
leaper, motherfucker. Holy sh!
The what? Oh god damn.
They don't call it a leaper for nothing.
There's a
Oh
door.
shit,
There's a
the
door,
motherfucker
there's a
got
door.
hops.
Go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
Close it.
God
Oh.
damn, I got lit the hell up.
Oh, watch
What's
out for that
up?
motherfucker spider.
Oh. There ain't no way I'm not doing this. You.
Watch him not do it.
Come on, you can do it.
Oh,
Oh, dude, that looks cinematic as heck.
Shoot! Ow!
Two of these things.
taking the risk. Motherfucker.
Hell yeah. Oh god, if lightning strikes now. Please. Please no lightning. What?
Oh my gosh, no way. No!
Oh, oh, oh.
Shit! What the?
We're having a hootenanny here, right out.
We having a hoop name.
Oh god, no. Run, run. To me, there's a zip line, there's a zip line. Woohoo! Oh my god.
I made it in.
What's up, boy? Ah! But I need a medic.
But overall, playing with friends creates a ton of funny moments, and you're always left at the edge of your seat. Arc Raiders also has a fantastic progression system. Early on as a new player, the skill tree is everything. The skill tree enables various playstyles through upgrades in conditioning, mobility, and survival. But the most important skills are the upgrades to stamina. There's also the crafting system. Upgrading different workbenches gets you higher tiers of weapons, ammo, and medical supplies. It is critical to your long-term progression. You also can expand your stash space. It's going to get filled up quick with all the loot you're going to collect, so it's valuable to have early on. But overall, man, it's easy to see why Arc Raiders appeal to such a massive audience. The gunplay feels amazing, the graphics look beautiful, the game is tons of fun, and it didn't come with a whole lot of problems.
Yeah, I haven't fucking played it, and I'm probably like it's not really my thing. I remember what's the other one? The one in New York with the contamination. I fucking have that game. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It seems like my type of game.
Problems on launch, which is unheard of for a modern shooter game. So you think there'd be nothing to hate on with this game, right? Wrong. Enter the clown show known as Eurogamer. Yeah, they gave Arc Raiders a negative review of 2 out of 5. Why? Well, it wasn't because of the gameplay, not the graphics, and not the incredible sound design, but close. It was because of AI-generated voice lines. Okay, that wasn't close at all, but that's the point. This sparked huge debates and controversy within the industry, some joining in the criticism for Embark's usage of AI, and many others defending Embark, claiming its negative review was unfair. If it wasn't for that negative review, it would have been the highest rated game of the year on Metacritic. But it gets even worse. Despite its dominant success and love from players, Arc Raiders was weirdly snubbed at the Game Awards. No Game of the Year, no Best Action, not even Best Audio. Only one nomination, Best Multiplayer, where it competed directly against Battlefield 6. Yeah, that's kinda awkward. But many players believe it's not against. Much of the gaming community is accusing the Game Awards of robbing Arc Raiders on purpose due to the AI controversy. Even the Epic Games CEO suggested that opinions about AI in games should not be factored in reviews. This honestly reminds me of Helldivers 2 getting snubbed last year because of the Sony drama, but this is even worse. Now here's where this gets interesting. If you
Oh
remember,
yeah, the
users
Sony
reported
drama.
that
That's
typing Arc
right.
Raiders in the EA app chat resulted in the words being replaced with hashtags, but the issue was fixed shortly after being reported. It was the one game that was censored, and knowing what we know now about the history between EA and Embark, it does make sense. Coincidence or caught red-handed? Comment what you think. But all this controversy, all this drama, and all these conspiracy theories, they all lead to one massive twist. While EA was trying to pretend Arc Raiders didn't exist, they were quietly cooking up their own comeback story. A redemption arc no one thought they would pull off. And that brings us to one of the greatest comebacks in FPS history, Battlefield 6. So here's the crazy part. While Embark was building their future, EA was trying to fix their past. because after Battlefield 2042 embarrassed them on a global
Respectable.
level, EA
Respectable.
had one mission. Battlefield will never fail like that again. And that's how Battlefield 6 or Project Glacier was born. But trust me when I say this, much like Arc Raiders, this game's development was a circus. This was chaos, more chaotic than the development of Black Ops 7. At least they were on the same page that the game was gonna suck. So after 2042 completely collapsed, EA realized something kinda important. They needed someone who actually knew what the hell they were doing. So in 2021, EA made a game-changing move. They put Vince
Rest in peace, Vince Zampella, and the other people that were with him. I think somebody else was with him. Yeah, rest in peace, man.
Zampella in charge of the entire Battlefield franchise. If you're wondering who Zampella is, this is the guy responsible for some of our favorite all-time games. I'm talking COD 4, MW2, Medal of Honor, Titanfall, Jedi Fallen Order, and so on. The man's track record is flawless, so EA basically said, we suck. You are the only hope, please save us. But he didn't just want to save it, he aimed to rebuild Battlefield from scratch. EA now wanted Battlefield 6 to hit 100 million players. That was their goal, and they believed they could finally compete with Fortnite and
It's
Call
over
of
the
Duty.
lifetime
So
of the
they started
game.
Loading up. From hiring former COD GM Byron B to the co-creator of Halo, Marcus Leto, to the teams from DICE, Ripple Effect, Criterion, and Motive, EA was assembling the best possible team to make Battlefield 6 a success. EA was basically throwing money at anything with a pulse. Speaking of money, Battlefield 6's development cost EA over $400 million. Yeah, they were going all in. But money doesn't fix everything, because what happened next was a nightmare. You see, EA envisioned Battlefield 6 to be a Call of Duty-sized package. Campaign, multiplayer, Battle Royale, and Portal mode. Sounds great, right? Wrong, because instead of one studio building the game, EA split it across 4 studios spread across the entire world. The time zones alone made the developers' lives a living hell. Imagine trying to build a game with a team literally 9 hours ahead of you. Workflow was chaotic, the vision was not shared, and communication was slower than the average COD fan's brains. As a result, studios were clashing and progress was abysmal. And then came the breaking point. Ridgeline Games, the studio led by Halo's Marcus Leto, spent 2 years developing the Battlefield 6 campaign, and in 2024, EA shut the entire studio down. Because the campaign was so far behind, EA said almost none of the work was usable. Yeah, they basically said it was a piece of shit, but hey, looking back, yeah, it makes sense. That meant every supporting studio, DICE, Motive, Criterion, had to restart the campaign from scratch, with barely over a year until launch. This wasn't development, this was panic mode. At this point, EA basically said, we don't care how you do it, man. For the love of God, just finish it. And the developers paid for it royally. Also, Ridgeline didn't even get credited for Battlefield 6. Holy shit, that's fucked up. That's a bigger Fallout than Fallout. So while the campaign
Damn,
was
I didn't know
like
that.
players
That's
ran on
fucking
shipment,
shitty.
DICE was quietly cooking. Multiplayer development was actually smooth. It was progressing well with way less crunch time. But here's the thing. DICE knew exactly what players wanted after 2042. No futuristic era, no goofy skins, and no movement gods. So they went back to their roots. A military theme, chaos, immersion, a war-torn atmosphere, a world where players are happy again. DICE was locked in. But EA still feared a repeat of 2042's failure. So in February 2025, EA opened Battlefield Labs, allowing players to test early builds of the multiplayer. Fans told them what to fix. Movement felt too fast like COD? Fixed. Don't want any colorful skins? Not a problem. Don't like the class system? We'll fix that too. This was the first time since Battlefield 1 that players felt genuinely heard. And when the July 2025 beta launched, it hit over half
God
of the concurrent players.
Damn. That is just a lot of fucking people. All-time peak.
Confidence was restored, and then came October 10th, 2025. Battlefield 6 launched, and holy shit. Battlefield 6 hit 747.
God damn. That is wild, dude. That's still wild to me, dude.
1,000 plus peak concurrent players on Steam, becoming the best-selling shooter of the year. In Call of Duty, Black Ops 7 got absolutely emasculated. Sales were at an all-time low. Players were abandoning COD. Even content creators were switching games. And the COD community finally agreed to one thing. Yeah, COD is cooked. But for COD players, Battlefield 6 filled that void in 10 key ways. It went back to a grounded military theme. The developers actually listened. There are no goofy skins, no movement gods. Destructible environments returned. The chaos was back. Immersion felt real. Gunplay felt amazing. Every match was absolute cinema, and the multiplayer launched more polished than any modern shooter in years. Not that it didn't have problems. This was the comeback story no one believed would ever happen, especially after 2042. But here's the real twist. After all the trials and tribulations Embark and EA suffered through with their games, they both ended up on the winning stage. However, I've seen too much discourse putting the games against each other. Here's the thing, man. Are both games gonna have rough patches? Absolutely. Will they both add the Ninja Turtles? They better fucking not. But the truth is, Arc Raiders and Battlefield 6 did the impossible
Yeah, they
at
better
exactly
fucking
the
not.
same time. Although they are much different, I now have two enjoyable shooter games to play at any time. Comment if you feel the same. And that has been something missing from the modern era of AAA gaming. But thanks to an underdog studio and a AAA publisher, man, those two shouldn't go together.
This guy's
Before we
funny.
sign off here, I want to give a quick tribute to the late Vince Sampella,
Yep.
who played a massive role in the creation of this video
Rip.
and the gaming industry as a whole. I think I'll speak for all of us and say thank you for all the legendary work you've done. And if you want to see the whole story of how Battlefield 6 beat Call of Duty, watch this video next. Feel free to like the video if you enjoyed. and
Nah, I'm
subscribe.
good. Uzi! Another one? This is literally his video yesterday, wasn't it? Found the biggest loser 2 on Siege. Found the biggest. It's literally the same shit he had yesterday. Oh shit. Fucking Uzi, man. Alice Eve. I'm at the dumbest trash talker.
Cooper Kupp just got revenge on the Los Angeles Rams in the most insane way possible. At the beginning of the offseason, the Los Angeles Rams made the decision to release Cooper Kupp. And although that made Matthew Stafford's wife Kelly upset,
I will say that the trading away of Cooper, I guess I'm just a little, I'm confused.
Cooper Kupp made the decision to sign a 3-year deal with the Seattle Seahawks. This move makes a lot of sense for the Seahawks, who want to help their newly signed quarterback Sam Darnold replicate the success he had in Minnesota. Plus, not only is his contract worth less money than what DK Metcalf got in Pittsburgh, it's also for less years, meaning the Seahawks have more flexibility with the contract. This move makes a lot of sense for both sides, although it will be interesting to see what Kupp can do against his old team now that he's with the rival. But
He fumbled. Oh, I like Cooper Kupp, but damn, he fumbled that game.
either way, signing with the division rival means that Cooper Kupp just got
Yo, Godfather Flats.
First, you gotta kill that big one.
Whoa.
That's passive. Hello?
Oh shit. Yeah, dude, Marvel Rivals is fucking hard. The game is fucking hard now. I got like platinum. Yeah, platinum 2 was my highest, and I played like a few weeks ago, dude, and my shit was bronze, bro. My decision was shit. My healing was alright, but my positioning was sucked. I was dying like 10 times a match, and I just couldn't fucking do it. Actually, I'm getting pretty hungry here. Order some DoorDash. Big. Actually. I have drinks here. What? Get fucked, really? Okay.
Okay. I bet. Average rivals experience.
Real firepower.
Pushing up. Nice, lad. There's the biggest strong. Push up.
Hey. Pull back line. Never mind.
Got Ness, I got it. You're off it.
How did that not? What happened to my? Hello? What happened to my? I'm a low. I'm a one. I'm a one.
Oh. Oh, you, bud.
Oh, I'm so dead.
Damn. That's how you know these dudes are good, man. Let's play some fucking video games. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's play some video games. But I just woke up. I want to sleep at like 5 or 6 in the morning. Laid down to go to sleep at like 2 in the morning last night. Or whatever. And then I fucking just could not go back to fucking sleep. Oh, speaking of, hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. What time's the game? At 6. We got a couple hours to the Panthers Buccaneers. And then at 6 p.m. we got Seahawks versus Raiders. So, oh. Where'd it go? Where'd that other one go? No, this isn't what I want. Hardcore breakthrough. Where's that other one? Afterburn through rotation. Enter code search. No air, no tanks. Filters. Free slots, password protection. Maps. Breakthrough. Apply filters. This is it. This is it. That's it. That's the one. I'll get my snake a rat today at some point. Probably before the Seahawks game. See, now that it's not showing it, dude, nobody's fucking playing it. Last night, this motherfucker was packed. Yeah, that sucks. If it's not on the fucking menu, dude, nobody's fucking playing it. Look at that hardcore one to try. Give this hardcore one a try. Shit, we have a tank. Ah, shit, I fucked up. Fuck. Gotta check my loadout. I fucked up. I fucked up. Huh. No map, huh? Yep, I knew you fucking saw me. take out that fucking thing. Oh shit. Definitely play slower. Definitely play slower.
Stay with me! You have my back. Let's move!
Oh. Well, kind of nasty.
Frag out!
Oh shit. My bad, dude. I fucking shot my own teammate. I shot my own teammate, dude. My bad.
Take what you can carry.
God damn it.
Fuck! Medic! I need a medic!
Yeah, you're not coming. Guy off to the electrical tower on the right side of the map. Engineer.
Grab what you can.
Woo! Oh shit. $23-4, baby! Hold on. Be right back. We'll come back and play in a second. We'll come back and play in a second. Actually, I want to eat. Oh, fuck, they're going to give me one soy sauce. What the fuck?
Sundance. What the hell's going on at your Sundance? Oh! That is cool! That is so good! This is Battlefield 2042 in 2026, and it is my first time returning to the game since the launch of Battlefield 6. I had to give it a go. I've been grinding BF6 and I just really wanted to feel how 2042 feels in comparison. Yes, it is unfair to compare the games. Battlefield 2042 is a finished product. Battlefield 6 is a product in progress. It's only just over 2 months old. So we can't make a direct comparison. It would be totally unfair. So what we're going to do, we're going to go into some only in Battlefield moments, if you enjoy any of them, or get a bit of nostalgia. Hit the like button, it really helps out. And then I'm going to show you a full round and just watch my reactions. It's insane. Alright guys, I'll see you very soon in another video. Too good! Too good! It's like I've never been gone. I might die now. Oh no. I'm the daddy, the camper killer. It's not you, boys. No. It's me. Yes. Sit down. Oh, it's empty. It's like the pilot right in the face. Right in the face. No, don't go into the water, you massive sweaty. I want that. Oh, it's blown up. Sniper, sniper. Yes. Love to see it. Oh, I'm back. You're having a shot. I'm still jumping trees. You're still having a dig at me. And then you realize I'm back. And here we wait. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Happy spawn, bro. Adolf, it's me again. There. That's your bottle, bro.
See, I was so good at trolling.
I'm gonna try and do something. He might stay alive. Come on, do it. Make it look good, Squid. Yeah, that's right. The daddy's back. The daddy is back. Creativity. Rendezvous were made easy in this game. Yes, they were not easy. Not easy, but doable. It's fucking impossible in Battlefield 6, is that? It's rock hard. You have to wait a minute for the jets to spawn at the start of rounds. No way. Bro, you have been so done. I've just seen Rendezvous and then come and took his tags. Oh my god. Oh, I want to try something here, guys. Oh, right in the face. Oh, that's great. I'm going in behind. No, I'm going to take this building here. Oh, the parachutes are smooth, man.
Let's go.
Oh, so much better. Oh, two camping snipers absolutely wipe out. Oh, love it. Wow. Look at that. Like, when you've got time to think, when you've got time to engage where you want, oh, it's just so much better. There's no third party on there. There's no million angles to be shot from. It's just so good. Oh, it's frustratingly good. It's frustrating me, man. This was a bad idea, me playing this. It might have been a bad idea. Because I'm getting all the kicks that I need. I actually hurt my knuckle. I tensed my knuckle and I've hurt it. I was so excited. With just, like, I'm pinned down by two snipers. I push them, whip out a throwing knife, and pop, bam. And this game feels like I'm on crack. I'm running, like, this game's got to be faster. I am like on a 10 kill streak while enjoying the game. Moving like where I want to move. It's a different vibe, man. Oh, so sad. Sorry, Robert, go on. No way you hit that. You can't, Squid. You can't. It's disgusting. Alright then. Throw it nice. We know they're powerful. Yeah, I've got time to think and process my next move. That's what I love about it. Time to engagement doesn't win. It frustrates. There's very little, if no skill gap in BS6, so you can be good at the game and you can go on little streaks here and there, but you will always succumb to some crap somewhere. Whereas right now, I'm wandering freely around the map as I choose 14-0, having fun, tactically, not being sweaty, tactically waiting.
Yeah.
See you later, Granny. The guns feel so good, by the way. The guns feel fantastic. Oh, love that, love that. What are we on? 18-0. No! Get me up, Rob! You're dead too. Daddy, help me! Coming in, Granny! The hell is going on? That's awesome. I'm not even mad. Yes, get me up. I'm going in with throwing knives. I'm up. 21-1. I might even get called a hacker at this rate. They're coming in, guys. Not in, guys. They're coming in our house. Oh, smack right in the face! Hello, sniper. If I hit this, I'm going to buy myself a new headset. Ah! This is like £16 maximum. Oh, I'm getting up. No, he's dead. Damn it. Damn it, Rob. Smoke. All right, what we got to do? We're getting absolutely dominated here, guys. We might be having fun, but they're definitely capping the fillet eggs. All right, we go E1, we go to D. Doesn't matter. And I'll be honest, Haven, it's a good map. It's the last map for 2042. Oh no, not if you count Iwo Jima. But Haven is it's a solid map. Stupid Boris. I heard you, broke. I hear footsteps. A ninja. With a bloody riot shield. God damn it, get it. Get it. Yes, I'm gonna die. I got shot. Damn it, Rob. My SteelSeries headset didn't break. No, my Arctis Pro wireless headset did not break. I just decided I wanted these in ears, not over ears. It's just, it adds more freedom to buy better hats. And wigs. I could wear wigs. Mohawk incoming. I've never worn a wig. Oh, yes, I have. Hello, my name is Luke Johnson. I'm here live. Battlefield 2042. Is that somebody? Hang on, there's somebody in here. Hello, bro. Is that a torch? I thought I saw a torch, Kev. I didn't want to kill you. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Ready? Ah! Oh, hit markers on that. Shut up, Sundance. Somebody up here. Hey, where did they go? Right in the face!
Right in the face!
That's for the freedom and fun like Cyndi Lauper. She had girls. No, she was a girl. Come home in the morning, night, my mama said, when you go, nobody there, you know you're still number one. Girls, I want to have bum fun. 30-3. Sundance coming. Hey up, come on. Gonna come through my door. Also. Thanks, bro. I am all over this like gravy on a Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, you're still losing.
Oh man, we got absolutely our asses kicked. That was the best biggest ass kicking I've ever had on any Battlefield game. I'm just saying. Oh, you are so lucky. T-Bags, thumbs up. 33-3. First game back on Battlefield 2042. Oh my god. A different experience and one I thoroughly enjoyed. I'm not gonna lie. I can't deny that was so much fun. Am I biased? No, because I love Battlefield games. I'm not biased. Like, I get more viewers if I play Battlefield 6.
So, I've played over 500 hours of Battlefield 6, through the beta, then release, and a large amount of time on RedSec, the Battle Royale. This has easily been the best launch of a Battlefield game for 10 years since Battlefield 1. Minimal bugs, optimized performance, grounded modern combat, and a working anti-cheat. And is now the best-selling FPS game for the last 3 years. But as expected, Battlefield 6 struggles to maintain its player count after launch, which has happened to every single Battlefield release. Now you might remember that I made a similar video to this about Battlefield 2042 4 years ago, but this time things are different. As opposed to playing 300 hours and wanting to quit 2042 after 3 months, I am still happily playing this game after 500 hours, and I have absolutely no desire to stop playing Battlefield 6. In this video, I wanted to cover what I think the main issues with Battlefield 6 are for me, and potentially give feedback on what could help keep this game strong until at least the next new year. Happy New Year, by the way. If you have any suggestions or reasons why you think Battlefield 6 could be better, make sure to put them in the comments below. So first off, this game's foundations are so strong, and I believe that this game will continue to be fun to play for the foreseeable future, but we just don't have the content right now that scratches that itch. And I'm primarily talking about the number of playable maps post-launch. This is not a new issue either, as we've had this same issue with post-launch content for every Battlefield since Battlefield 4. Battlefield 1 didn't see its first content update until 6 months after launch. Battlefield 5 added 1 map within 8 months. And 2042 didn't release a new map until June the next year. Battlefield 6 at least did release 2 new maps in its first season and the same year, which is a vast improvement over previous games. However, still no large-scale classic Battlefield maps that we expected. One of the major issues with post-launch content and Battlefield is that a precedent was set a long time ago with the older game.
A precedent?
And we of
Precedent?
course are now looking at the live service model that was adopted after Battlefield 1, where content is released free but at a slower rate. But this is the problem. The gaming world has moved on from the formats of 10 to 15 years ago, and there are now many competing products that offer far greater amounts of content for free, some even with the base game being free itself. The expectation of players is so much higher now, and there is less content than before. It might not even feel fair to ask the devs to release more content, work harder, make more maps. But at the end of the day, it's what a modern gaming audience expects. At launch, there was clearly a heavy focus on close quarters infantry-focused gameplay. And whether you like it or not, that was still a decent decision to actively attract the wider audience of gamers to Battlefield. However, looking at the array of maps that are available, there's not a lot of variety in terms of scale. So I do a lot of sniping in BF6, and right now there is 2 maps that I consider long range, which is Operation Firestorm and Mirak Valley. Even Liberation Peak and Blackwell Fields are a stretch to say they're large-scale maps, but you can work with that. But ultimately, there is a clear need for more larger-scale maps that allow for that huge sandbox infantry and vehicle mixture that makes a great Battlefield formula. As far as the leaks and history is shown, it seems like the release schedule will be about 2 maps per season. And it seems like there's still going to be a focus on the smaller scale. And that is clearly not going to satiate the Battlefield audience long term. Now call me crazy, but Battlefield 6 was made on a very similar engine to Battlefield 2042, if I'm not completely mistaken. And do we not have 4 incredible, tried and tested former Battlefield maps sitting in 2042 Portal right now? Caspian Border, Arica Harbour, Valparaiso, and Noshaar Canal have been built up on this engine to a modern standard. Now don't get me wrong, I understand that this would take time and developer focus, but would it be insane for me to think that it might be possible to transfer these maps to Battlefield 6 for a speedier release schedule, even though it would be seen as recycled content? I don't know about you, but I personally don't care about recycled content as long as newer content is being developed alongside it. Again, this might be ignorant to believe, and I don't have a major understanding of the development cost, but this might be a potential speedy solution as long as it doesn't massively affect other aspects of the game. I think that a lot of weight was put behind Battlefield RedSec being a huge success and carrying the game's content until this new year. Now, don't get it twisted. I am fully aware that separate teams work on RedSec versus content for the base game. However, I believe that the developers saw RedSec as a direct extension of the base product, and therefore players would simply play both modes and enjoy the additional content. And let's talk about that. Battlefield RedSec, a large-scale, free-to-play battle royale with an entirely handcrafted new map with vehicle gameplay and full destruction. A game that was built to rival Call of Duty's Warzone with custom loadouts, a respawn system, and most importantly, a robust anti-cheat system that actually seems to work. I've sunk almost 200 hours into the Battle Royale alone, and apart from some minor bugs and annoying balance issues, this game is actually better than my expectations, and I genuinely believe this is the best version of a Battlefield Royale that we could have gotten. And yet, even being completely free to play and mostly cheater-free, players are seemingly just not that interested. And the worst part is...
They never should have added this to fucking... They never should have fucking added it. Should have made the destructibility into the main game and... Yeah, nobody wants to fucking play it. Nobody wants to fucking play it.
I honestly can't think of a way to save this portion of the game. I've seen people say that, oh, if they balanced the vehicles and fixed the bugs and made the servers 60 Hz, then everyone would come back and play. But I don't think that's the reality.
No.
First of all, there's the Battlefield community sentiment that they never wanted a Battle Royale.
Yep.
They believe that it's taking players and resources away from the main game.
100%.
They won't even give the game a chance in the first place.
Exactly.
One of the major things that I think massively puts players off playing Red Dead, even those that do enjoy the game, is that it's still basically impossible to level weapons and unlock attachments in either the Royale or Gauntlet modes. And they say they want millions of players to keep playing this mode, and yet make it hopeless to try and unlock the guns you want to use. I've also seen the suggestion that Arc Raiders is taking a huge portion of players away from RedSec as they released in the same week. But again, I don't think that's true in the long term. Yes, I think that RedSec might have had more big-time streamers and content creator exposure playing it longer if Arc Raiders hadn't released at the same time. Ultimately, I think it would still share the same fate. Thirdly, I've heard the suggestion that they should have waited until next year, left it cooking for a few months and allowed the base game to flourish whilst they fixed the minor issues with RedSec. But the fact of the matter is, the gameplay just isn't engaging enough to keep players around for the long term.
Battle Royales are fucking boring.
I was concerned with this exact issue. The only new innovations in Battlefield RedSec are vehicles and destruction compared to other Battle Royales in the market. The previous titans, PUBG, brought Battle Royale mainstream. Fortnite added an entire building system. Apex added team respawns and hero abilities. Warzone added buy stations and custom loadouts. The new additions that RedSec brings aren't groundbreaking enough to keep people playing the game. They've brought out a Battlefield-style Battle Royale that ticks all the right boxes, but ultimately doesn't innovate enough to get people addicted to the gameplay loop. And that's the saddest part of all of this. I think that they did almost everything right with releasing this Battle Royale, and I just don't know what would actually bring players back.
Nothing, because RedSec sucks. Anyways, shit, I gotta go get my